Hi, if you can hear me, can you touch my shoulder? No way, it's moving towards me. What the
Well guys, you've all heard the old adage, another day, another TikTok conspiracy theory that's gonna make us all feel just a little bit better about ourselves. At least, I think that's how it goes. That's right, boys and girls. Today we are revisiting my favorite TikTok conspiracy theorist, Alex Serves Tea. Now, don't let the word favorite fool you. I'm not exactly the biggest fan nor believer of the conspiracy theorists that Alex believes in, but they're all so insane and outlandish that I've actually come to enjoy learning about them. Now, whether you want to call that character development or a side effect of doing YouTube as a job, that's up to you, but you can decide that later, because right now we're about to look at what might just be the goofiest thing we've ever seen from Alex. I was scrolling through her TikTok earlier and I found a video where she's talking about being able to communicate with plants. And in true classic Alex fashion, she doesn't just say that she can talk to plants and then leave it at that. She goes into this whole explanation about how we're actually moving into a new state of consciousness. We're ascending and evolving as humans, and this is why we can talk to plants all of a sudden. The depth in which she talks about this topic is truly shocking, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So prepare to ascend, boys and girls. It's only up from here. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Okay. Tree, if you can hear me, touch my shoulder.
If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll tag her. Watch it. She does it 3 times and that tree comes and taps her on the shoulder.
This is gonna sound kind of harsh, but I don't really know how else to word it. It's times like these where I'm really reminded of the unintelligence of some people. Like, to watch that video and truly believe that that woman commanded that plant to touch her shoulder and it wasn't just the wind, I feel like that's insane. Like, I feel like that's genuinely unbelievable of a human. And it's honestly kind of worrying to know that so many people probably really believe this woman is communicating with a plant. This is already unbelievable, and we're not even really in the video yet.
And now everybody's doing it on TikTok, so you know that I had to.
Tree, hi, if you can hear me, can you touch my shoulder? No way, it's moving towards me. What the Do you guys think that the wind is like also playing a part of it? Because under ayahuasca, I called for the wind. Oh my god, it's getting stronger. Holy
guys, I'm realizing something watching this back. If this is your first time seeing a video on Alex Serves Tea, you might think that this woman is being sarcastic, like she's making fun of that video. She's not. She is sitting here genuinely saying that she thinks she's commanding the wind. She's not saying something like tongue-in-cheek, like, oh my god, do you think the wind has something to do with it? Like saying, obviously the wind just moved the plant. No, she thinks that she is communicating with both the wind and the plant.
Under ayahuasca, I called for the wind because I was really hot and it got so cold it felt like there was an AC on me. Look at it. The wind is talking. Oh my god, it just touched me. Oh my god, stop. I was not planning on filming this video right now, bro. The tree is literally leaning towards me because the wind is pushing it towards me. I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy.
Alex, no. I would not think you were crazy if you said that I am standing 2 inches away from a plant, and since it's kind of windy, the plant occasionally touches me because that's how wind works. No, actually, that's a very, very sane statement, almost one of the sanest. What does make me think you're crazy, however, is that you believe that you are talking to both the wind and the plant, and you are making them work together to have the plant touch you. That's what makes me think there might be something off here.
But did you guys not just like see this all happening? I'm telling you, you guys, we are plant life in I look like because I wasn't planning on filming this. We're plant life in the 2nd density. So remember that you can talk to nature. There's a consciousness in there because we were there once.
Look, if you want to sit here and say that on some sort of level, by some biological function, a plant can detect if a human is near it or talking to it, sure. Okay, I don't think that's like unbelievably unheard of. In fact, I think there's quite a few studies that point towards that probably being true. If you told me that was proven, I wouldn't be that surprised. However, if you expect me to sit here and believe you when you tell me that you think that somehow the plant learned English English and it understands exactly what you're asking of it and it responds to it immediately, you're out of your mind. No, you're genuinely a crazy person. Who's out there teaching every single plant on the planet English, and how are they learning it? And then I'm not even going to acknowledge a person thinking that they somehow control the wind. That's genuinely not even worth my time. But controlling plants aren't, August. Okay, yeah, weird value of our time here, but whatever, let's continue.
Wasn't that crazy? And I kept being like, well, I just don't want to think that it's the wind. Like, let me try a different. I tried on other stuff before, like other tree parts, and I was like, oh, it's probably just the wind. Let me try a different plant. Let me try this one. Let me try this one. And they all kept coming to me, and I was like, holy.
You know, ironically, it's videos like these that have genuinely helped me understand a lot of the world. Like, a lot of the questions I used to ask myself, I have the answers for now. Like, how do people not know that they shouldn't drive 5 miles an hour under the speed limit in the left-hand lane? How do people fall for obvious Facebook scams? It's because people like this are in abundance. People who seemingly have genuinely no critical thinking skills whatsoever. I mean, I really want us to marinate in what Alex just said here. She said that she was convinced it was the wind until she walked around and tested it out on more plants. I guess implying that the wind can only affect one plant per day, and once it chooses its plant, it can't affect any others. Because if she's not saying that, I have no idea why testing this out on other plants would make her think any different. If it's windy, it's gonna be windy for all the plants. There's no wind-resistant plant. I mean, seriously, this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard said.
But then I thought, well, is it the wind? And then the wind got stronger, and it was like they were all talking to me. Like, everything around me, all of nature and the universe was talking to me. If you guys haven't watched my videos about the law of one, let me just show you real quick. Okay, so as you can see in the first density, we're beingness, which is the elements of fire, air, water, and earth. So yes, there's probably a very brand new soul that is in the air, in the water, in the earth. I came in as water. Mineral and water are learning from air and fire.
Are you guys getting any of this? Me neither, because nothing is actually being said here. This is like that kid you went to middle school with who believed he was living in an anime. This is all made up fluff, made up for reasons I will never understand. I don't know what a person gains, I don't know how they benefit from convincing themselves these things are true, but this is just mindless chatter. It means nothing. I mean, seriously, saying that you can communicate with the plants and the wind because you used to be a plant, because you used to be water, and now the fire and the water are learning from each other. I mean, seriously, when does stuff like that stop sounding crazy and start sounding normal? Because I never want to be there.
The awareness of being. But plant life and animal is different because that's in the second density where they learn growth, where we develop awareness through interactions with other people and the environment. And then the third density is where we're at right now, which is self-awareness, which a lot of people still have to work on, being self-aware.
Hear ye, hear ye. Alex serves tea. I now present to you the most ironic statement ever said in human history award. Are you serious? Other people need to be self-aware? Ma'am, you believe you control the wind and you can talk to plants. Let's remove ourselves from the high horse.
Our subconscious is veiled from the conscious to give us a genuine choice of polarity. That's why there has to be good to be bad and bad to be good. And none of it is bad or good. It just is. It's just the level we're at right now to learn self-awareness. And then we're shifting into the fourth density, which is love, and the fifth density, which is light and wisdom. And it's interesting because look at who represents the fourth density, Christ consciousness, which is what we're going into. And then we're going into fifth density.
Alex, I'm about to go insane listening to this nonsense. What are you talking about? I thought we were plants, okay, but now we're going into the love universe. What are you even talking about? Do people like this genuinely not hear themselves? I mean, have they just like tuned out their own voice? Because how do you not hear yourself saying this and ever question it? The internet is ruining the lives of people like this. People who would have had otherwise normal lives without the influence of stuff like this on TikTok and YouTube are now instantly sucked into believing any single thing that goes against the grain. It's like they genuinely think that as long as the masses disagree with it, it has to be true. Well, guys, it appears I have some work to do. I'm about to go in my front yard and try and barter with the tree that's uprooting my driveway. See if there's something I can offer him to get him to quit that. Also, I'm probably gonna have to sit and have a conversation with the grass, ask if it can stop growing so I don't have to mow it anymore. These things would be great, and Alex says they're possible, so if they're not, I'm gonna sue you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
Subscribe.